Everybody clap, 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 clap.
We gotta
Woo!
get some
Episode
sound
24.
effects. We
I
gotta,
got it's sound effects on here.
we gotta go.
I can't be bothered
Wow.
to find the shit right now
We gotta
Right.
come in with some.
in the middle of talking. But for real though, I mean, it's episode 24, man. And everybody, I know we happy to all happy to be here. Like, oh, here we go. Hey, episode 24.
Wow.
Ooh. But yeah, nah, happy to be here, man, on this Mother's Day Sunday. Um, how are y'all? How
Man,
y'all
doing
feeling?
solid, man. Did you want to
Solid.
do your don't forget to click
Oh yeah.
subscribe and
Oh yeah, yeah, everybody,
notification the bell?
yeah, everybody like and subscribe to the channel, and like our videos, and hit that notification bell, just to make sure that y'all up to date, when we go live and when we post new content, so that we can get on y'all's algorithms. Um,
Yeah.
Wow.
I did want to start somewhere though, because Broad got a chance to watch the movie. The was it right? Res
okay,
Art?
Yeah, we
okay,
should talk about that.
all right, okay,
I was
all
gonna
right.
I
I
just wanted
mean,
to get your take on it. You know what I mean?
all
Because
right.
I've been there.
Okay, if you
Been
want to
there
start with that, we
already.
can start with that. I was gonna start with the what Broad had mentioned earlier about anime
Oh, anime moms.
moms. Yeah, like best moms and anime, worst moms, anime type, shit. But I mean, if you want to start with that, you can start with that. I mean,
Oh no, just to get his
yeah.
quick opinion on it, because it's been out for a little bit, but I just want to see how he felt about it, and
Oh,
let's see how much did he like it.
yeah. I mean, like I said in the group chat, I did watch the Chainsaw Man movie, and I ain't gonna stunt. The fighting scenes were on point. Like it was super legit. I had an issue with, I guess, that whole the way she broke his heart was crazy because it was a nice little plot twist. Because obviously, seeing the trailers for the movie, you knew she was going to be the bad guy, but I didn't expect for her to turn on homeboy. First off, she had him in the pool and everything. She had me low key. Like I fell for her, man. Like it was
Damn, she had you like that?
bro. She had me like that, bro. I was like, you know what? Maybe Makima ain't not Makima, sorry. Maybe what's the name ain't all that. What's the boss name? Isn't Makima?
I mean, let's be real. Makima was never all that to begin with.
Ooh,
I mean,
that's gonna be a hot take.
ain't no
That's
hot
the
take. Ain't no
that's the
hot
red
take.
hair girl that he worked for, right?
You said what? Yeah, Makima's the one that basically like feeds him and shit.
Yeah, there ain't
Yeah,
no
yeah,
hot take.
yeah.
Ain't no hot take. Like you did you see the end of season one?
Yeah, I saw the incident that he's in
Yeah.
season, but
Yeah,
he's but
she ain't all she ain't all she seemed to be.
but you can't go back and act like she ain't got a whole line of people that simps for her. That's basically her crew.
Yeah, but she ain't like the coldest. I don't even know why they simping for her. Be honest with
Yeah,
you,
she ain't
ain't
even
like
that
she like.
fine, bro.
Yeah,
She
she
ain't
ain't
even that
busting like
fine.
that.
Can I
I
be
mean,
real?
it's part of the storyline, but
Can I be real with you? I also thought it was crazy that bro really sat there through all them movies. Just thought he was gonna get some. First off,
I
I
don't
would
think
have.
I don't think
I
that
don't
was the
think he thought he
case.
was gonna
I don't
get
think
some.
yeah, I don't think that was the case.
He just wanted to spend time with
Bro,
her.
you got to understand, man. Denji's character. You got to look at Denji's character from the standpoint of he ain't never experienced almost nothing ever. Period.
Yeah,
He did everything that he's doing. It's like the first time he's ever done it. So he
Hmm.
don't even he like this is like his first date. He don't even know what a date is like. He don't even know how a date's supposed to go. It's like so like she. I mean, I to me personally, I mean, I say she's she's manipulating that aspect of him, being so easy to please,
definitely.
just giving him his meals and giving him like praise and like he's just experiencing all this for the first time. So this is all new and all amazing to him. So I mean, I think that that's where you kind of got to look at it from is like Makima is kind of manipulating him, low key.
Yeah, she is, and it's obvious for for those that can see it, yeah, she is manipulating him to get the. I think she low key. I haven't read ahead, but I think she's gonna do something with his heart that you know that benefits her before he
Well,
gets what he wants. But
yeah, they did the foreshadow. They did the foreshadow when the Angel was talking when Angel was talking about how Makima just kind of like came and found her and took her
yeah,
and subjugated her. You know, like she said, she like I don't want to be here doing any of this shit. It's like, but Makima like like has me under her control. Like I just feel like yeah, like Makima definitely has some ulterior motives, and she definitely wants like to use Denji for some type of purpose, just the same
Yeah.
way that she's using all those other devils that she has
yeah.
subjugated, just like power. You know what I'm saying? It's like she has all these devils under her command. So I mean, it's like Denji is just kind of like it just feels like she's not doing it the way that she's doing it with everybody else. With Denji, I feel like she's naturally trying to make Denji like love
Y'all
her.
y'all
So I don't know.
y'all never read the manga, right?
No,
Nah, I have not read ahead on the
Okay, me
manga.
me neither. Well, I have, but I stopped at a certain point. I
Damn.
feel like the story is building up for Denji and old girl to kind of basically come to blows, and
Yeah,
he's basically gonna have to fight for story purposes, like the love of his life or the first love of his life.
I can see
I
that.
feel like it's gonna come to a point where they're gonna be like, I have no idea, but it
I
feels like that's where we're headed.
I can see
'Cause like
that.
you said, she don't feel like she on the up and up. There's some bullshit going on. If it's
Yeah.
not, we still know it's some shady shit going on with her, and I don't know what it is. I've been thinking about reading ahead
Hmm.
just to see where we are, but I might
Yeah.
do like a breakdown video just to try to try to
Well,
cheat the system a little bit.
oh yeah, you know it's some shady shit because you remember in season one, you remember they like it was like they killed her, and then instead of like her dying, a bunch of random ass people just start dying.
Yeah,
You remember? So it's like she like like clearly she has some type of ability, some special abilities that we are not privy to.
and
And I
she
mean,
hasn't even.
and especially when she did the old girl at the very end, she did what she did to
mm-hmm.
Rizzo. So I
Yeah,
mean,
that was kind of.
she cold now. Mikey cold now, but I mean, she
Mm-hmm.
ain't fine.
She's
You know,
selfish.
Didn't you just ain't experienced no shit? Because
Yeah, so she can get over on him.
yeah, Rezi put it on. Rezi put it on him. She put that thing on him. He didn't know what to do.
Yeah. Oh
He didn't
yeah,
know what to do.
He got Riz on that one.
Yeah, she put him in that pool naked, skinny dipping.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't know what to
I
do,
think
Filthy.
man. He
I
ain't
think
never
she
did that
liked
before.
him though. I ain't.
I think that if they did not have the devils in them, I think that they would have been together. I think that they could have ended up together. But I think with the
Yeah.
situation being as it is, like she clearly she the bomb devil, and I feel like she being manipulated by the gun devil. That's what I feel like is what the gun devil was manipulating her, and
Yeah.
so I feel like she the bomb devil being manipulated by the gun devil, and he's the chainsaw devil who's everybody wants his heart. And they explained it before, like like the chainsaw devil has special abilities. So
Yeah.
um, yeah, it is what it is, man. But yeah, the movie was dope though. So I mean, I ain't
Yeah.
got too much to
Fire.
say about it. Me and you already talked about it on off stream.
Yeah. Yeah. We enjoyed
At
it a
length.
lot.
Um,
I will say that, like I said, I still stand by. I wouldn't say stand by, like in a sense. I'll give it an 8.8, but it was just because a lot of the fighting was a little bit cloudy that I couldn't really see per se. But it was legit. It was on point. But it kind of gave me kind of how fights were in the
just
Transformers movie. Like you had
it's
to go back and like slow it down.
so broad.
Okay.
So that's kind of like their style. Is that chaotic? Is that that chaotic camera style? It's not like that's I don't know how to explain it, but I'm talking about, David. Like they I think they
Yeah.
leaned into it being chaotic because one, like in that battle against the typhoon devil,
Mm-hmm.
and they spin they're spinning around the thing, and Beam is carrying him on his back and he just running like
Yeah.
you could barely keep up with what was happening in a lot of moments, but you could still see him doing what he's doing, but you could it was hard to
I
keep up
think
with the
the battles
actual.
are
Yeah,
based on rewind. Like they want you to focus. Like when I watched it like
uh,
7 times, not the
yeah,
whole movie, but like the battle itself. Like you
yeah,
get to watch one section of the fight and you just watch
yeah,
that. You like, oh, that shit was dope. Then you watch
yeah,
something else. You watch something else just to get the whole kind of take in.
yeah,
Because I know Black Clover did it on some of their fights. Like when
yeah,
people will fight together and
yeah,
they did. You remember when they fought the devil kind of about midway through the anime and they was in that tower and Asa and Yuna was fighting and the one pan camera was circling
yeah,
around them and they
yeah,
was fighting them. You couldn't watch them both at the same time
yeah,
unless your TV was big enough and you were sitting far enough back. But yeah,
yeah,
it's like one of those.
yeah. Also, we got, yeah, we do got to acknowledge that movie was meant for a theater screen. So
Yes.
it's like, watching it on TV or a computer monitor is not gonna
Yeah,
hit the
because
same.
you might be too close. Like when I was in the theater, me and Donald went to go see it. Man, that shit
Hmm.
was fire.
Yeah,
See, I watched it on a plane, and of
yeah,
course, I watched that bitch up like this because I
yeah.
Oh
wanted to see
yeah,
what was
yeah,
going.
That's
yeah.
that's probably what
That's
the
that's
problem
that
was.
that's definitely that definitely will mess you up.
Yeah, man. But
Real
so,
quick, real quick.
Where y'all want to start?
Um,
all right,
What's
wait,
up?
all right.
can we transition into something that FM brought up in the group chat?
Okay, all right, yeah. Well, I mean, what's going on?
Let's go
Oh, you
into
talking about
that.
the Cora?
Yeah, let's go into that core topic.
Oh, I ain't got nothing to say about that. I
Come
was
on, man.
I was just sending that to you. I mean, we already talked about it before.
Yeah.
I
What?
I ain't really had too much to
Let
say
me
about it.
ask you this.
Yeah.
Get all right. Let's name off real quick. We ain't gonna spend too much time on this.
Hmm.
Name off. Let's name off a list of avatars and see where you rank Korra on that list. So right off the back, I give Aang and Avatar Kyoshi on that
Ooh, I ain't
list.
gonna lie. It's so I don't know enough about the rest of them
Yeah,
to even.
I would I mean yeah, I would probably say that Kiyoshi probably was the coldest.
All right, hold on.
But
Let's
I
not
mean
to get.
I mean but bro, you gotta realize I ain't watched the movie yet, so
No,
I
no,
don't
no,
Me
no,
I
no,
don't
neither.
I don't
no,
know
no.
Yeah.
I don't know what
But
happens in the
no,
movie.
I don't know either.
Yeah,
But like I said, giving the details that we know about Korra, and then I guess more is being
yeah.
like
we
being exposed in reference to, I guess.
look, bro. When you watch the video I sent you,
Yeah, I watched it.
he mentioned it. He said we was trying to compare a what like 16 like 17 like 16, 17 year old Cora
Yeah,
to like a 12-year-old Aang.
that wasn't even a,
And so he wasn't even in his prime yet. And you also got to realize too some of the feats that Aang pulled off. Would Korra have been able to pull those things off? When you look at the fight between Aang and Ozai, some of the shit that Ozai was doing was like extremely advanced firebending. And of course that was with the comet, right? Sozin's comet. But Korra Korra had some difficult villains. Don't get me wrong. Like I like the like like she had some fairly difficult villains, but I feel like the when you if you was to put avatars in order based on their combat abilities, I mean, if you want my rankings of just between three that I feel like we know a lot about, it's gonna be for me. It's gonna be Kyoshi because we've seen what she could do, in the anime. Then it's gonna be Aang, then it's gonna be Korra. I mean, I don't know enough about Roku, and I don't
I ain't
know
gonna lie,
enough
y'all.
about any other ones prior to that. So
honestly, I
Okay,
probably
I
well,
googled it and like it's a 10,000 year span. There's been
yeah,
about 180 to 200 Avatar.
yeah,
So I ain't gonna lie, they could
they
just start making some shit up in
they
that
don't
in
even
that span.
yeah
Like
they
yeah,
don't
like
even they
even the
don't even
ones that
mention
we
them.
know about. That's what I'm saying. It could be some cold shit out there
it
that
would
they just be
Yeah,
like
because
you
I
but
because you
would
could just make
but
shit up after a while.
because
After
like
hey,
out of 200,
me
yeah,
personally, I would love a background story on that. I don't know how often y'all watch Avatar. I'd love to watch a background story on that on the water on the water avatar that we briefly got a glimpse of that was surfing when he was.
Yeah.
I'd love to get a story on him because he looked like he was cold too.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like
But
it could be
but
so much lore with these people.
And also just one more note is that all avatars did not have to face world-ending disasters or threats.
no.
Remember that. Remember that some avatars live through periods of peace.
And then see the in closing of this conversation, the reason why I brought that up is old buddy did bring up a really really good point that I'm gonna. Sorry, I'm watching my girl play GTA. She blew herself up, but he brought up a really really good point that I love to put in my back pocket for future reference. Korra couldn't beat Korra couldn't beat anybody that Aang beat in their prime, such as Toph, and the rest of the gang. So that was she couldn't beat Toph in her old age.
But
Cor-
she wasn't finished Korra either. Like she couldn't beat Toph in like season 1. What about season 3 of Korra?
I just don't think Korra, like I said, to me, just was not that amazing to me. Like in any way.
Right.
Like honestly, truly, I look at her from a personality standpoint. She was a rebellious teenager who was very immature and naive and made a lot of mistakes. And a lot of her mistakes had very serious repercussions. And she just kind of chalked it up to, well, I'm learning, or I didn't mean to. And it's like, hey, like you're the
Coco from
avatar.
Witch Hat.
You the avatar. You got to do better. You cannot make some of these mistakes she was making was just like the mistakes of somebody who did not have like any type of knowledge or understanding or experience,
or the best intentions for other people.
But bro, then we look at it, it's like you can't look at her the same way you look at Aang, because Korra had a whole tribe around her, bro. She had Tenzin, she had
a
old
lot of
Toph,
help.
she had Toph's daughter, Lynn. She had she had old Katara. She had so many wise elders around her that could have instructed her, and gave her advice. She got to meet Uncle Iroh in the spirit realm. She, like you still had old Zuko. You had all these people around. You still had all these people around. Aang had nobody. Everybody he knew was dead, except for Boomy.
Yeah. Well, anybody who was there to help Aang out, they was trying to figure their life out too. They were all growing together.
Yep, and Iroh didn't come around until like way later in the series. When he kind of, you remember when he met Aang, and he was like, "Hey, like I ain't got no beef with you." Like I just feel like Aang had to grow up in a much more tumultuous period of time.
Yeah,
and even after he beat Ozai, he still had to rebuild the kingdom. And we saw, we didn't see the movie, of course, but we did see or hear about some things throughout the story that happened after Ozai was beaten. You remember? So it's like it's a lot of stuff that I think that Aang had to deal with in a tumultuous period of time, and he was young and had to adapt and figure it all out. And then you got Korra, who has all these people around her and chose to be rebellious and do her own thing, which resulted in a lot of shit happening that could have been avoided, I think.
I don't even want to be this kind of person, but
so power
after finishing the series, even with her being rebellious, she was acting like a stud, honestly. Now that we know she had a lot of stud energy, I'm just being straight up with you. I'm not. I know a couple, like they my peoples, and they're very. Man, they're a little different.
They're hard headed.
Very much so, man, and toxic, toxic. They can be very toxic at times.
Bro, she broke up with her boyfriend to try to get with his girlfriend.
and then the last thing I was gonna say is just power sets
successfully.
Like Aang, Korra in the Avatar state. I just don't. Aang in the Avatar state got that dog in him. He was about to kill. He was about to kill Ozai. He was about to kill him. He was about to kill him straight up.
Bro, he was about to kill old dude that muzzled Appa.
Yeah, but no, I'm talking about
Yeah.
his biggest feat beating the Fire Lord Ozai. He was about to kill. Like when he went into the Avatar state, he was about to kill him straight up. You remember like when he first like you remember
Yeah,
because you remember he couldn't use it. Then he got hit on the what do you call it on the back of
on
his
the
On the
on
back.
his
on his
spine.
back, yeah, on his spine,
Yeah,
and it
yeah.
re-unlocked it, and he was cold. Like you remember Ozai tried to like kind of tried to hit him with the chop, with the
He had
little
to
chop,
Mm-hmm.
fear
and then
Ozai.
and then Aang was just like boom, like he ain't even. It was like he went Ultra Instinct. It was like it was over with at that point. Like
He had the
Ozai
fear
couldn't
of
get a
God in him.
Ozai couldn't
Yo,
get a hit
and
in.
right.
And,
He
and,
was the
and
only avatar who had to deal with an extinction level event, especially like of his people.
can I ask a question? How much of a boost does the Sozin's Comet give to a firebender?
It's close to the sun. The way that it's
It's
the heat of the sun, damn near.
no. I'm saying how much of a boost? How much of Sozin's Comet boosts all firebenders. I'm saying how much
It
of a
seems
boost?
significant enough to eliminate
Nation.
uh an entire nation, a culture. Like
All
they
right,
eliminated everybody.
all right. Here we go. Okay, yeah. All right. So broad. So Sozin's Comet boosts firebenders to a level equivalent to the power of 100 suns.
Ooh.
So think about that. Do you think Cora could deal with that? I mean,
She,
I don't want to harp too much on it. I ain't want to get to conversation good, bro, because I know that a lot of people like Cora, and I know
The
like
series was good.
yeah,
it was
I
alright.
enjoyed the
I
series,
enjoyed
but
it.
I just don't think that we can compare Prime Aang to Prime
Yeah.
Cora and be like, oh, like they're equal. Like I just don't feel it.
It
I don't
We
feel
can
that
have a
that's
good
equivalent.
series without us gassing her up like she was
That's
more than she was.
hey, that's the same way I feel like when people talk about My Hero Academia and they try to compare All Might to Deku, and I'm like if you really pay attention, Deku surpassed all of All Might's like feats, like
Beats, yeah.
speed and power wise. It just don't seem that way because Deku's smaller than All Might. It's
You
like
know
an
what?
ant. It's like an ant lifting up a rock that's 1,000 times its size. Don't seem like a big feat, you know. But then a
Yeah.
human lifting up a boulder is like, oh shit, man, that nigga strong as hell. But ants
I
are
got a
literally
question
like
for
the
you,
strongest animals
Earthbound.
on
Since
land.
this is definitely your
Yeah,
lane.
yeah.
A healthy All Might, if he wasn't hampered with that mark on his side,
Hmm.
do you even think they would have been in this predicament if he could have just handled shit from the beginning?
I don't think that All Might could have handled like this so everything that happened in the My Hero Academia series. If you
Hmm.
take Deku out the picture, All Might still had his quirk and he was healthy. And, he didn't get injured. When he fought All for One, I don't think
Yeah.
that he would have been able to deal with it because I think that one we know that he did not have access to all the quirks. So,
Right.
and I feel like Deku, and we also know that All Might was quirkless as well when he, before he got one
Yeah.
for all. So we can't really say that it's about the quirkless thing. I don't know why the previous users did not give All Might access to all the quirks, but we know that all them quirks in the end ended up being a significant help to Deku beating Shigaraki because Shigaraki can what do you call it? What do you call it? Disintegrate. He can
Disintegrate.
disintegrate
Yeah.
anything that he touches. And you remember when he evolved his quirk, when he awakened his quirk, everything that dissolves can dissolve something else that it touches. So essentially, he can dissolve a whole house, and everything in it instead of just dissolving the house or the ground
Or
around
the
it.
place that he
It
touched. Yeah.
spreads. That's how his quirk awakened is his disintegrate or dissolve spreads. And so Deku having Black Whip to be able to keep him at a distance and also having Float to keep him off the ground were extremely useful.
Yeah.
You remember All Might couldn't actually fly. All Might could just jump, really,
Hmm.
really, really, really high, and he could propel himself using, his strength, but he couldn't actually fly.
And
Um,
Okay.
also, whenever they pass along the quirk,
yeah,
they said it gets stronger with each
It,
passing.
it does,
Each
but
passage,
it
yeah.
does, but Deku didn't have the body that All Might had. He couldn't make the muscle. He couldn't do the muscle
That's
form.
why I'm curious to would we even have gotten to where we would have gotten with All
He,
Might around? Because like a lot of
I
things
don't
had to
think.
take place for Shigaraki to become what he became.
I
Would
think
a
that
person like All Might stop it at the what is at the door? Would he have
uh,
just stopped most of this shit?
All Might at his peak, All Might at his peak, they say All Might was a huge what do you call it, deterrent of crime. Just his presence. Him
Yeah,
being him being somewhere, like just deterred crime. It's like everybody know he's around,
understandable.
nobody going to do shit. And you remember, so Shigaraki and them, they did not move and act in a way where it's like, oh yeah, we know All Might's in town. Like, you remember their whole
Hmm.
thing was isolation. You remember when they caught the kids at
When
the
they
summer
first
at the
started,
camp.
yeah.
Remember when they caught the kids at the camp at the training camp. You remember All
Hmm.
Might them was not around. Their whole mo was, how can we isolate? How can we isolate? How can we isolate? They even did it when they got him at the USJ. You remember All Might them was nowhere to be found. Not around. They
Hmm.
caught them lacking. And they said, they even said it. They was like, hey, we got to finish this up before All Might gets here. So I think
Yeah.
that All Might was a good deterrent for crime, but ultimately, like I said, I don't think that he was a good counter for Shigaraki
Oh
because,
no, because he got to
uh,
touch people.
yeah, he got touched, and then
Yeah.
also, All for One, I think was a very, 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 very good plotter. He's on that Eisen level type shit. He was a good plotter,
Yeah.
and
Well, he
so
was the
I
one who was telling everybody, "Hey, All Might is hampered.
yep,
I
yep,
know this, like for
yeah.
sure." And
But
that's
even,
it started. It
but even,
gave the villains
mm-hmm.
confidence
But
with
even if
just
he
that.
wasn't,
And
even if he wasn't hampered, bro, All for One had all his ducks in a row. You know, that's why I
yeah,
say that All for One was on that Eisen shit, bro. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
All for
he
One was on
had.
that Eisen shit. He had
hmm
all his ducks in a row. You remember how surprised Eisen was when Ichigo showed back up at fake Karakura Town? And you remember he told him, he said, hey, he said, let's take this fight somewhere else. And Eisen was like, who the fuck are you to tell me to take the fight somewhere else? And Ichigo put his palm on his face and threw him, and he was like surprised because he was like, "How the fuck you did that?" Because he didn't factor that in to his plan that Ichigo, would be able to have that power. I feel like
hmm
that's kind of like All for One did not factor in Bakugo awakening his quirk. He didn't factor in Deku having access to all the previous users' quirks. He didn't
yeah.
factor none of
He
that
made the
in.
plan based on what he knew of All Might.
Yep,
So yeah,
exactly.
that
So there. So I,
that
I think
happens.
yeah. You know what? Actually, David. Last thing I'm gonna say, I think that All Might is a good comparison to somebody like Superman, and that Superman is not a good strategist, but he's an amazing hero, but he's not a good strategist, and so you can actually out strategize Superman if you plan properly. And I
He's a
think I,
great deterrent, as you would say.
yes, like so,
And,
all Mike could have definitely done a lot of things, but he could not figure out All for One's plans. And so,
yeah,
if you can't figure out All for
Right.
One's plans, then I mean, at that point, I mean, there's nothing that you can really do
Without
because that's why you need
without
Batman.
All for One, yeah.
That's
Without
what that
All for
yeah
One, I think nothing jumps off. Like,
that yeah
cause
that's
and
why yeah
I don't think All for One moves if All Might isn't hampered either. Cause
yeah
like Hamilton, he got really aggressive once he knew he like, I
yeah
know he's hurt.
yeah
Now we can really move forward
it's
because he's like
yeah
he's weakening.
yeah
So like
and
yeah.
but it's like you said, like it's like Superman and Batman. Like Batman is a necessary character to Justice League because he's detective.
Hmm.
He can decipher and understand the plans of the villains, but then you gotta send in the powerhouses to go do the work. You
Yeah.
know, so Batman ain't gonna be on the front lines ever. Batman is gonna figure this shit out,
And he
and he
understands it
gonna
too. He understands it.
yes, yeah. So
mm,
you gonna send Wonder Woman and Green Lantern and Flash and Superman in because they the powerhouse. So I just think in that logic, I think that yes, All Might was great, but he wouldn't have been able to figure all that shit out and prevent
No,
all of it, But
he would have needed Hawks.
yeah,
Like Hawks was one of the real. He really came through for them when it came to figuring
um,
a lot of shit out.
man, my feelings about Hawks, man, is a whole nother thing. I was thinking about this the other day, man. I was thinking about how in so much superhero media that we get, um, how they have been kind of like displaying the darker side where heroes are being controlled by governments or organizations, and being used to be assassins. They're being used for espionage and all type of shit. We saw it in My Hero Academia. You remember with Hawks and what's her name? What's the old girl with the rifle on her arm? Nagant. You
Oh,
remember Nagant?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hawks and Nagant was working for the hero, the bureau or whatever, and they was using them as like for assassinations and shit. You remember? They the ones who gave him the go ahead to kill twice.
Twice, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, and then you remember
Hey,
in the
twice had to
boys,
go.
Vought was controlling a lot, most of the heroes. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
and then you look at Justice League. Well, in Justice League, a
Amanda
lot,
Waller.
yeah, they some heroes was being hamstrung by the government agencies. Like Amanda Waller and what they called? I forgot what the name of Amanda Waller's group was, but
Oh,
Argus.
Suicide Squad.
No,
Oh, Argus,
Argus.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like you see it in all this superhero media, even in Invincible. You remember in Invincible, you kind of had heroes that was being controlled by other groups. That was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, hey, we are our own little entity. We doing our own thing on the side. You don't control us because we're not under your purview. So it's
Yeah.
like But anyways, man, since it's Mother's Day, we wanted to get into the best anime moms. We ain't gonna spend too much time on this. I just want to know what y'all's thoughts are. But best anime moms and worst anime moms. Yeah, give me y'all's top three.
Ooh.
Mm.
I got mine already. If y'all want mine,
Go
I'll
ahead.
Go,
start.
you do yours. Because
All
I
right.
didn't know we was gonna do a best and
So
worst.
so so my best moms. I'm gonna start with
The top one.
Kushina. What's his name? Kushina Uzumaki. Naruto's mother.
Naruto's mom.
Naruto's mother. She sacrificed herself. For
Mm-hmm.
to seal the nine tails.
Are we doing?
And
Can we do
we
mother figures also?
I mean, I guess, bro. It's a lot of
I'm
mothers.
just saying.
It's a lot of mothers in anime, so I feel like we got a lot of choices. But
Yeah.
I was gonna say Kushina. We never really got to see her being a mother, and she never really got to be a mother of Naruto because she died right after giving birth to him. But I feel like her sacrifice kind of like puts her up there because like she was willing to sacrifice it all, to make sure that Naruto could live a happy life. And then when we got to see her, meet Naruto when he was growing up, she was like, it was a nice little moment for them, But
Yeah.
I was gonna say Kushina and then also Masaki Kurosaki. So Ichigo's mother.
Who's that? Ichigo.
Ichigo's
Okay.
mother. Same thing. Remember, she
But she
sacrificed
she
herself.
died too.
Yeah, but she died when Ichigo was like a kid. You remember
Damn.
he
Yeah.
was like a kid, so he actually got to experience life with his mom for a while
A
until the
little bit.
Grand Fisher killed her. But she sacrificed. I don't know if you remember the backstory, but you remember what happened was her powers got taken because Yuak woke up. Um, Yuak woke up and he took. Remember he took the powers of like all like full blooded Quincy's at the time. You remember he snatched up all their powers. The
Yeah,
Oshwayland.
yeah,
He
yeah.
used the Oshwayland to take all the powers. And
They suffered
so
for a while behind
she
that.
yep. And then so Masaki, she was, she had lost her powers in the middle of the fight against Grand Fisher. And that's how she died. But she sacrificed herself to save Ichigo though. And then my third was Deku's mother in My Hero
Really?
Academia. Yeah, I think when you look at like throughout the whole series, man, Deku's mom really rolled for him for real, for real. Like she
She
was
did.
all like she was like bro, like when she broke down when she realized that he didn't have no quirk. Like I like that moment make me feel a type of way like every time I see it because I was like, damn, I was like, how do you react when your child dream of being a hero and all you got left to tell him is that, hey, like, I'm sorry, like, it's my fault, my genetics was the problem, the reason why you don't have a quirk, you know? Of course,
Yeah.
we know from, we know that the doctor stole his quirk, but the
Yeah.
fact
What
that
they made that official? Because I know there was some
that
back
that,
and
that, that,
forth a
that
little
was
bit.
official. Deku originally had Shigaraki's quirk.
Oh shit.
Deku originally had Shigaraki's quirk, and Shigaraki originally had a flight type quirk.
Hmm.
He inherited a flight type quirk from his grandmother. Remember, his grandmother was the one that had float.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh, so yeah, he had something like here. So
yep. So
he was bestowed. Yeah, he would. Well, we I remember the episode. He was
yeah,
bestowed the
he was bestowed the disintegrate.
destruction cork. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
How you think Deku would have made that work?
I don't know, man. I mean, that's okay. I'm sorry. I don't want to spread misinformation. Um, it's not confirmed that Deku had that quirk. Okay, so let me make that clear. It's not confirmed.
Okay.
Some
Hypothetically.
some people feel that Deku's original quirk would have been some type of pyrokinesis, because his mother could float things with her. Like, she could, like, he had telekinesis. She could float
Yeah.
objects, and then his father could blow fire. That's what they say. His father could blow fire, and so they feel like he would have had some type of
No.
pyrokinesis type quirk, but we never would have known. But we do know the doctor took his quirk. So Shigaraki also was, did not, he had a quirk, but his quirk was taken. Now the theory is that, you remember when All For One was flying and he had like a flight quirk that had like light under his feet.
Mm-hmm.
You remember it was way later on in the series, but you remember he was flying and he had like light under his feet. People feel like that quirk might have been Shigaraki's original quirk that they took from him
Damn.
before they gave him
Yeah.
the
Destruction.
disintegrate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Disintegrate.
So essentially, Deku definitely had a quirk when he was born. They took it. So but anyways, like I said, that's my top three, and then my worst three, man. Um, a number one for my worst mothers is Chi Chi. Uh,
Wow.
yeah, it's Chi Chi.
Really?
Think about it, bro. Have we ever seen Chi Chi being a nurturing, kind, loving mother?
Yes.
I don't remember. I don't remember not one moment when we saw Chi Chi just loving on Gohan. Every
No.
moment that we ever
10-10.
saw,
10-10.
every moment that we ever saw, Chi Chi was whatchamacallit. Chi Chi was on his ass.
Damn,
Chi Chi was
baby
on his
said
ass
Chi
about
Chi
that
is one of
studying.
the worst ones.
Yeah, she was on
No.
his
I've
ass
seen
about
her hug her
she
son.
she was on his ass about studying and forcing him against his will to just study, 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 study. And she, what I'm saying, like, I don't think Chi Chi was a great mom.
That's
My
crazy.
That's
why
wild.
look, hey, next I'm gonna tell you, y'all all watch Fairy Tale, right?
No.
Fairy
Yeah.
Tale got several horrible mothers. All right, so let me start with the first one, right? All right, so um Urza, Urza, she had the red hair.
Yeah.
Her
One of the main
mother,
characters.
you saw the final arc of One Piece, right? Not the final arc like of this thing that's going on now, but the final arc of the original series. Her mother,
What you
her
mean?
her mother was the former queen of dragons, and she basically got she had to take human form, right? And
Okay.
so her mother had her, and then, like, basically, like, gave her away, and, like, just moved on with her life, like, knowing that her child was like, alive and well. And later on in the series, her and her mother are fighting, and her mother knows her mother knows that it's
Really?
her, like, that she like that's her daughter that she's fighting. And she's just a shitty mom. It's like you have to watch it to understand what I'm saying. And then there's another one also, the former guild master of the Fairy Tale Guild, the blonde little girl. You know what I'm talking
Oh
about,
yeah,
Mavis.
yeah. Yeah, Mavis.
Yeah. I don't know if you remember, man, but Mavis and Zaref had a son, There's the son. You remember there was the old man at the very end. You remember it was the old that old man.
No,
he was
I don't remember.
when
It's
When
vague.
Zareth invaded the kingdom. You know where Fairy Tale is set. Zareth had a guy that was under him. It was an old man, and the old man was known to be like the king of like all wizards. Like he like the best wizard alive, right? And
Okay.
so and so um he gets into a fight, with the fairy tale wizards. He fights Gildarts, right? And we find out in a
Good art.
backstory that he grew up basically like an orphan. He didn't have his parents around. And guess who his parents was? It was Zareth and Mavis. Zareth and Mavis had a child, and they didn't even know that they didn't even know that he was out there suffering. But I mean, of course, we know what happened. With the whole situation with them. It's like Zareth, he kill everything he touched.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Mavis, she was cursed also. So, yeah, that's my worst mothers. Who y'all best mother? Y'all
I
can
ain't
just give
gonna
y'all
lie.
best mothers if y'all just want to give y'all best mothers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Going.
go. Oh, go
I
ahead.
said, looking at Japan, it's not a lot of parents in these children's lives. I'm
It's a lot
starting
of
to
mothers
notice.
though. It's not a lot of fathers.
Not on the animes I be watching.
They they
It
they,
ain't,
they make
man. Them
mothers.
kids be living on their own.
They
Like,
make
bro, you remember that one where that kid lived on his own? He was like
Yes,
with the social.
sir.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yes,
saying. Like,
sir.
man, they culture over there. What man? You get like 13, they be like, all right, man. Just ask me if you need something.
You talking about Kotaro lives alone?
Yes, which is a
Yeah,
great anime, by the way.
totally great
Go ahead,
anime.
though, bro.
I think my number one best mom. I'm gonna go Bulma. Even though she did had that one creepy period, she didn't know who her son was and was hitting on her mom, hitting on her son. But
Nah,
I'm gonna go.
she was a good mom though.
I'm gonna go Bulma.
She cared.
Um, there's not really Hold on, I had
She,
a.
what's funny is that Bulma never tried to restrict her son. You ever notice that shit? She just let him
Yeah.
run free. She let him run free
Mm-hmm.
and never tried. And she never tried to interfere with Vegeta and him having their saying father son moments.
Mm-hmm.
You remember Vegeta beat the shit out of Trunks and Bulma ain't say shit. You remember like
Because
Chi
Vegeta.
she
would never.
knows their sayings. They
But
need that.
Chi Chi would never, bro. You remember Chi Chi used to get pissed off about Gohan coming home with a scratch on him. You remember when they told Chi Chi that Piccolo had took Gohan to train and she like fainted, she like passed out.
Yeah.
Bulma never tried to get in the way of Trunks and
No,
Vegeta
she was
having their
there,
father. Yeah,
and she was there in front seat during
yeah,
every scene, like fights or whatever.
yeah. And then you remember when we get the time travel arc, we find out that Bulma, was, she was still around building the time machines, and she
Mm-hmm.
was like
Trying to
Bulma,
save everybody.
but also working with her son. It's like
Yep.
I
The
feel like
whole way.
Trunks really did love his mom a lot. Like
Yeah.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
and
like
he could rely on her.
and
Um,
yeah, and he took the best parts of her and Vegeta too. It's like
crazy
Mm-hmm.
truly
enough,
like he inherited her smarts and also trained and did the sand type shit. I mean,
uh,
at least the retcon Trunks did. I mean, we know that the older Trunks, he wasn't like that. But when we got the
Yeah.
retcon Trunks, you remember he went and killed Dabura and Majin Buu and Babidi and all them.
And he
great
had to
shit.
though. Like
Yeah,
he wasn't gonna pull the Batman and let him live. Certain people you
yeah,
can't let live. We
yeah. But you
remember we
remember,
had that talk.
but you remember he circumvented that whole shit. He
Mm-hmm.
killed them before Buu could even be revived.
Yeah.
Hey,
You
you got to
got
put
to.
him down.
Yeah,
You got
Yeah.
to put him down. My second one, since since we included mother figures, I'm gonna put Bisky from Hunter x Hunter in the mist too,
see,
because she really I don't know. Without her, them boys wouldn't have seen their true potential. Low key, I know
and
it was like her trainer, but I know she was like their sensei or whatever. But
y'all
I don't know. It kind of
y'all
gave the
doing too
same
much.
energy.
y'all doing mother
Right.
figures and shit, then I would have chose Genkai if y'all would if I
That
didn't choosing mother
see,
figures.
that's gonna be my third one. Genkai was gonna be my third one. Uh,
Mm.
I just finished. By the
Yeah,
way,
you saw
I just finished the Dark Tournament arc.
you saw
Even
that
though,
scene I sent you. I sent in the group chat, bro. That scene
yeah, yeah, I
when he was in
seen
the
it.
cave, and he, you remember you remember Pooh, oh well, you ain't got to that part yet. You don't
No,
know it. Yeah,
yeah, I
I'm saying
finished
you.
the. I
No, I'm
finished the.
saying you ain't got to the very end. I'm talking about you ain't got to the very end.
Oh no, I just finished the
Nah,
Dark Tournament arc.
Pooh stick around though. Pooh stick around. That's
I'm trying to push through
he
because
stick
it's.
around. You guys see the end of the end of the other anime.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
You guys see the
finish
end of
it,
the
but
anime.
as of right now, it's going through one of them dialogues that I hate, where everybody's just
All right,
talking.
look. I'm gonna tell you now. You gotta stick through it because that beginning of that sensory arc
Ooh.
is
It's very
it's a
important.
struggle. It's a struggle, but it's a struggle though. You remember because you remember when they kind of like go back to the human world and they going back to school and shit.
Oh
You
yeah,
remember
yeah.
it was them other students that was working for Sensui.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
remember they
kind
had
of
to fight
behind the
them.
scenes and they had to go through it.
Yeah,
Cause
Yeah,
and those
yeah,
guys aren't the strongest, but their techniques
yeah,
were what carried them through. You'll see
yeah,
though. I enjoyed it though.
yeah.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah, it's gonna take a minute before you get back to before it start picking up again. But you gonna
It
yeah,
pays off. Broad, it
it do
pays off.
it do
I believe. Like I said, it wouldn't have. It. I will say this. It's
yeah
probably one of my favorite. It's my
yeah
probably my favorite nostalgic anime that I've watched so far.
hmm
But it ain't in my like top five or nothing like that. It ain't
Man,
like
that's in my top five, bro. Yu Yu Hakusho, that the
It raised me.
animation did not it does not age well, but man, that music and that story,
oh
that
the
shit,
music fire. The music fire.
Oh
Again,
yeah,
that like
yeah,
that
it.
yeah.
shit, like that soundtrack where it'd be like dun 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 do 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 do. That
Yeah,
shit, like
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
bro that soundtrack for
The
Yu Yu
intros is
Hakusho
fire.
is fire.
yeah.
Dun, dun,
Uh,
dun, 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 dun,
Oh,
dun.
that shit
Yeah.
iconic.
Hey, that's
That
my
shit
shit,
iconic.
yo. Yeah, yeah.
That shit iconic, man.
I used to sing it, dog. Like
You
I don't even.
you
You know how you can skip the intro on Crunchyroll? I don't ever skip the intro when I watch it
you,
back.
you know the English voice actor don't get no royalties over that.
Wow.
I
Well,
found that out. I found out some years ago. It's like I don't know.
that's
I guess it was like a shitty ass deal, but it's like yeah, the English person who sung the song, she does not get any royalties from that song.
that happens. That happens, man. You
I
know how
guess it's
the music industry is. It's a lot of
yeah.
shitty deals back in the
I,
day.
I guess it's the Asian lady, who sings the original, the Japanese. She probably gets the royalties, and
Mm-hmm.
so that's probably the conflict right there. Is that it's not her actual song, so she can't get no royalties because it's not her actual song.
Yeah, that's my shit though.
Yep.
All right, let me
Yeah.
go. Let
Hey,
me.
hey, listen, listen. If you heard the beginning of that opening sequence, you know that shit every time when you hear it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When she start flying through the air in the broom,
Oh
like
yeah, yeah.
yeah, you know that shit every time you
Yo,
hear it.
the volume on
It's
that part is so loud.
yeah, that shit
I
iconic.
like at night if I'm trying to watch something or if I'm watching that, I have to turn it down. Cause my wife go to sleep
Hey,
before I do.
hey, I like the slow version. You know what I'm talking about? The slow version of that. It's like
That
do,
acapella
do,
one that they
do,
be
do,
singing.
do, 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 do,
No,
do,
ain't
do.
that one.
You remember it was at the very. I mean, they had it multiple times throughout the series, but you remember at the very end of Yu Yu Hakusho, you remember when it was on the beach and the song started playing, and you
Oh,
remember she was like Yusuke, she was like I've been here, like you remember like Keiko's speech. Oh man, bro, I'm sorry.
yeah,
I don't want to say too much. You gotta see it,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
hey,
Let him
the
go
shit
through it.
is cinema, bro. Like, oh my god,
Yeah,
the shit is cinema, bro.
Keiko was the one.
Oh
But
man,
all right,
Keiko was bro. Keiko was a real one, bro. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know what day
Now,
we could
like
ever get
Dingy,
into
that's
this.
who you fall for, Dingy.
Hey,
You know what I'm
look,
saying? Like,
bro. I don't know how we ever will find the opportunity to squeeze that shit in. Maybe we need to do that shit next week or some shit. I don't know, but like best ride or die chicks in anime, bro. Like
oh, we should do that.
man, best ride or die chicks in anime. Keiko was a ride or die, bro. When her in Botan was in that the four kings arc. You remember when they was fighting the zombies?
Yeah,
Hey,
I haven't gotten there yet.
No, you was there, bro. You seen it?
When they were fighting the zombies, yeah.
You seen it? Yeah, they was
when they was still on the Earth realm, and
yeah. Keiko and Botan was fearless, bro, for the most part.
Shout out Botan.
Yeah, shout out Botan.
I couldn't pick a worse mom on my list
out there, bro.
Because I know there's some bad ones out
some
there.
Shitty ass moms out there. It's crazy.
But my thing is I'm gonna take 1, 2, and 3, and it's always gonna be fuck Shao Turkey. I know that's a man, but I still feel that hatred towards old
Shao, man.
So it is always fuck Shao Turkey.
How y'all feel about Ichigo? I mean, not Ichigo. Yusuke mom.
She was. I don't know. Huh?
She's a
shitty ass mom, bro.
She was a shitty mom, but she was a shitty
ass mom.
She was a shitty mom, but she just had like an alcoholic.
What we was talking about when he died, and she was like, like it was like the shit didn't even register like immediately. It's like your son is like burnt up in like a fire. Like I don't know.
She cried over him though. Like
but I mean, it's like, bro, like come on now. Like, I mean, I don't know. I guess maybe y'all might not put that in shit, mom. Alcoholic mother that's absent. I'm putting that on shitty tier. That's shitty tier mothering. Yeah. I think Yusuke wanted a lot of attention. I think he wanted a lot of attention. He didn't get any love or attention.
He didn't get none of it. That's why he was
a delinquent.
Man.
Bro said a delinquent.
That's what he was. That's what he was, bro. Him and Kuwabara used to fight every day.
Kuwabara was the one that got me in my feelings when he went to go see him, and he wanted that last little scrap, and I was like, what, episode 3 or some shit like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, Kuwabara was the one. That's what got me hooked on the series. Watching,
you know what?
Toonami initially.
Yeah.
I feel something, and I don't know what this is. I said, I'm gonna keep going.
You know what? My girl just brought up a good point. I'll put on my bad list, and I know this gonna hurt FM's feelings, but damn, what's Fire Ice nigga name off of
My Hero?
His mama.
Oh. She wasn't that bad. She wasn't that bad, bro. She was. Bro, she was being.
If you go put Yusuke's mama in there, then you gonna put her in there too.
We can't do that, bro. Look, like Yusuke mom was an alcoholic. That's self-inflicted issues. Todoroki mama was getting beat on, bro. Why it just echoed?
She allowed herself to stay there.
Hey, it's an echo.
It was an echo.
Broad.
Yeah. She said she allowed.
There's an echo, bro.
Hold on, it's my bad. It was she allowed herself. Not only did she allow herself to be abused, she allowed her kids to be abused.
She didn't allow herself. She didn't allow that. Wait, bro, tell me you ain't watched My Hero. Tell me you ain't watched My Hero Academia without watching My Hero Academia.
CPS wanted to accept that. CPS told her to leave the damn relationship.
So now I gotta go into a My Hero Academia rant. I gotta break it down for y'all. So
here we go.
So Endeavor actually was rich, right? He was rich from being a hero, and he wanted to make the perfect child that could surpass All Might. And so he did a quirk marriage, which is supposed to be illegal, apparently. He made a quirk marriage, an arranged marriage. He bought Todoroki's mother. He bought her from her family and forced her into marriage so that he could use her ice quirk. And so who knows if she even liked him or not, but they started having kids. I don't know if he raped her. I don't know what he did, but they started having kids.
Arranged marriages is a wide concept. Only in America we marry for love.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying, right, David?
Hold on,
you know what I'm saying, right, David?
Hold on, Dave. You can't say that in American history when we got movies such as The Color Purple and all this
No,
other
we
shit
do.
that happened.
We do. But
We didn't marry
relatively.
for we didn't really marry for love per se. We married out of
arranged marriages is not a thing in American culture. But I was just
No,
gonna
it's
say
not
is
our
that
culture, but
but I
keep
was
going.
just saying, Dave, is that they like how we don't even know if she liked him when they started popping out babies. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like she
of
marries
course she didn't
him.
like him.
She marries him. They start having babies, and it's failure after failure. And remember, they said that he was beating on her every
Yeah.
time. She did they
Like
had
it's her fault.
they had two kids that were failures before they had Todoroki. I'm sorry, three kids,
Three
three
kids.
kids that was
One was
failures.
fire, two ice, and then
Yep.
Todoroki.
And we saw what he was doing to his son. And you remember she was trying to defend him. She was trying to defend Toya. And you remember Endeavor in the cutscene, he like backhanded her when she tried to like intervene in them training.
Did she
You don't
not?
remember that?
Hold on. Did she not? But overall,
She did not.
Did
She was
she
not
not? Did
trying to
overall?
let her children, nigga. What would you do if Endeavor? You know how big that nigga is.
yeah,
Expose that
she can't
man.
take him.
Expose.
She
First off, she
can't
can't
take
take
him.
him. She can't take him. But listen,
She
with
can't.
all that publicity, I would expose that nigga for what he
But
That's
did.
their
not the
culture
world
don't
they
do
live
that
in.
though.
Yeah, that's
Their
not the
culture
world
don't
they
do
live
that.
in, bro.
Remember, they're Japanese, yo.
Yeah, bro. They don't. They not. They one. And he also paid money for her, bro. Like her family was probably like, hey, you better not say shit. You better not say shit.
Yeah,
Do
she
shit.
was sold.
Yeah.
But then I felt like
locked.
she
She was
tried to
locked.
stay there. So because
I'm
you
about
don't
to
want to
say
leave
that
your
that
kid,
shit.
you don't want
She
to leave your
left.
kids with him.
She left him though.
Well,
Bruh,
yeah, I
she
mean,
didn't leave
everyone
him.
has a ceiling.
She didn't leave him.
She didn't leave him.
She
No, she
didn't
was
leave.
there.
She
She was
was in
there.
the hospital.
Yeah.
You remember she
After
was in
all
the
the mass
hospital.
whoopings, I'd be in the hospital too.
It ain't funny, but damn.
But for real though, I think that you remember they said that the trauma was what made her spill that water on that boiling water on
Mhm.
Todoroki.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. Like, I mean, bro, I'm not saying that
She
she
fried his ass.
completely is
Hmm.
absolved from any responsibility. Because I mean, you're right that she could have left. It's not their culture, but she could have left. But like, even if she left, do you think that she could have protected her children, even if she left? It's nothing she
I
could
think
have
that was
done.
her priority. At
Yeah,
a
it's
certain
nothing.
point, you're going to protect your children.
Yeah, it's nothing she could have done, bro. It's nothing she could have done to like Endeavor. And that's why Endeavor arc is so like wild, is because I mean it's like he did get his redemption somewhat, but you remember
Yeah.
his brother was like, I don't want to deal with you ever. Like I don't want you to be in my life. You
Yeah.
remember, like, I mean, it's like now
Look
that
how
we
you
know
did our mother. Like,
yeah, now we know
yeah.
what the backstory is. Like, damn, it's like Endeavor really did do some fuck shit. Like he manufactured a whole really really bad situation. So
Yeah. He could
I don't
I'm
know, man.
surprised his kids wasn't villains.
Worse, yeah. I mean, but
I mean, one
David,
was.
did you have your top three, David?
Yeah, I got my top 3.
Yeah, who your top three
Okay.
favorites?
My first one, I don't have bad ones, but I'll go with Trisha Elric. We didn't see much of her, but because of the love that her
She was a good
kids
mother. Yeah.
showed for her, lets me know she had to been pretty damn amazing.
Didn't they say that? Didn't they say in the manga? I think 'cause I think the manga and the anime is different, but I think and then she die from like a sickness.
Yeah.
Okay, but and
Yeah,
also
yeah.
but also wasn't it also like a mixture of like sickness
Like
and
a broken like a
like a
broken heart or
broken
some
heart
shit.
because
Yeah.
Hohenheim left.
She
Yeah,
lost her will kind of to live.
yeah. Hohenheim just like man, bro. We ever do a worst fathers on Father's Day? Hohenheim is on that list.
Hohenheim's number 1. Yeah, he's just
He
number
on
1.
that.
No,
He on
Shao
that list.
Tucker on that list.
Shao Tucker's on that list
Shout
too,
Tucker
but
on that list too.
Hohenheim, boy. Okay,
Yeah,
so my other two, with me being a stepfather, right? So
yeah,
I'm gonna go. My other two is definitely gonna be like stepmothers. I'll go
yeah.
with Yor on Spy Family.
Oh, that's a
I
good one.
absolutely love her, yo.
That's a good one. That's
And
a good
then,
one.
yeah, man, she do everything possible. Like even when she
Yeah,
fuck up, she definitely make up for it.
yeah.
And she mess up a lot. She try
She
to
a good
cook. She
mom.
learn how to cook. Yeah, she come through. And
She
I
a
would,
good.
man,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. My third one, I'll go with Freerin. Freerin did a fantastic
As a
job
mother figure.
with Fern. Yeah, even though
That's
she
true.
don't know what she's doing, she did what she could, and she's. I mean, even though what's his name, is kind of old enough. She's still kind of taking care of both of them, honestly, even though they take care of her a whole bunch, but she's really
they
there for them.
they still, yeah, I was gonna say they like even in the most recent arc, like they was still like she was still teaching them shit. You
Yeah.
remember the episode where where the old dude made Fern mad, and you remember Freerin like showed him like he was like
Oh,
what she, I think what he ended up
it was a
doing.
date. They was
Yeah,
gonna go on a date, and she took him
yeah,
around like, oh, she would
yeah,
like this, she would like that. Like he knew a
yeah,
lot about. She knew a lot about her right
yeah,
out the gate, and she
yeah,
understood him too.
yeah,
Like that was pretty dope.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah, you're
fucked
right.
with them.
That's a good example, man. Okay, let's see. That was
Damn,
some
I
good
had
examples.
yeah, because I'm like, as a stepdad, I look at step moms and parents like that, like,
Yeah,
yo, I feel like it's easy to love your own child, but when
yeah,
you really can love someone else's, that's different.
yeah,
That love is way different, and it could
Yes,
even be
sir.
stronger.
I agree.
So like
I
I
agree.
fucks with that.
yeah.
But no, I don't have any bad ones. I had one on my mind. I can't even think of what it was, but we can move on because I do want to
All
hit
right,
that
all right. So let's talk
Wisteria,
about
yo.
Wisteria, man. Let's talk about
Yeah.
Wisteria Wireless, or what y'all thought about the most recent episode, man. Didn't a lot happen, but I
Um
mean, it was still pretty good though.
I like the little backstory. They gave us the 3 years before, um, with him and how he grew not even grew up, but just meeting that breakdown of that snow. What is it? Frosty Newman or whatever shit was. I thought that shit was kind of hard too when you put it in there, that Frosty the Snowman, which yeah, I thought that was pretty nice. I
Yeah,
would have
see,
never noticed it unless you put it in there.
it was right in our face, bro.
Yeah, that Rosty
I didn't want
Noman.
I had already known that, but I didn't want to say nothing the other week because I was like when I was trying to let y'all get to where y'all need to get to, but
Yeah.
now y'all see, but it's like this episode did so many teasers, bro. They did so many teasers when they was talking about him and they was saying, yeah, well, I didn't really see him around campus that much, and like
Right.
he just popped up out of nowhere one day.
The
you
first
know,
half of the episode I felt was more
yeah,
information, and then
yeah,
I feel like I liked it a little bit better than the second half. Outside of
hmm
Scion, yo, him clapping, yo, he been really. I've been fucking with him lately. Like he was the first one to cheer when he kind of
yeah,
needed that battery in his back in that middle of the fight. Even though I don't think he
yeah.
needed it, but that was dope.
Cause
He was the first to clap.
yeah, I feel like cause he like that's like he feel like a genuine rivalry, you know.
Yeah,
Like he feel like a really genuine rivalry. Like he feel like
and he don't
it ain't
want him to
nobody
go
else.
anywhere.
Yeah, he feel like it probably ain't nobody else worthy of being his rival.
Yeah. But I feel like it's pushing him. You know how someone be like, I like you to be around because it's going to push me even more.
Yeah, I agree.
And I
See, I
think that's
thought,
why he's kind of glad about that.
The same thing.
I,
It's like
yeah,
Goku and Vegeta. It's like
Yeah.
I want you around because you pushed me to get stronger.
and I respect that. The only one that obviously I don't really give. I thought I liked him until he started bitching and complaining way too much for me. Was the ice dude?
Julius.
Julius.
Yeah, I don't fuck with. I used to fuck with Julius just because like I was like, all right, he might be a part two to
Hey,
this whole like
Julius is going to be
you'll fuck
that
with him
kind of
later.
hater.
You'll
Yeah.
you'll
Julius
nah
is,
nah 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 nah. Y'all gonna fuck with Julius later. Just wait. I'm just telling you now. Y'all gonna fuck with him later.
I
he
don't
don't
Y'all
bother
know.
y'all
me.
nah. But
But
I'm just saying y'all gonna fuck with him later. Like he ain't had his character development yet. You gotta wait. You gotta wait on it with him.
he acting like a little
It's coming.
bitch.
Wait on it. Wait on it.
It's coming. Yeah.
Wait on it.
I see. I like his character. Like his character
Yeah.
is like, fuck this kid again. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying? Like, I'm
this
I'm cool with that.
this new arc, that they about to go into, the tower arc, basically is what they call it.
Hmm.
But like, it's a lot of character development that's about to be had.
So
Oh,
how
so
does
they
the
got
tower work?
Essentially, it's like okay, so the tower is basically like an organization, and it encompasses all of the wizards who are able to ascend and graduate from the academy and go to the tower. And so they are separated into factions, and so each faction, the factions are separated by elements, but you don't have to have the same element as the faction that you're in just to join that faction. So it's separated by element, but it's more so the people in each faction, the Magia Vanders, they choose who they want. And so that's what we're about to get to is that they're about to have a selection arc where the Magia Vanders are going to choose who they want from the new graduates. And so the tower, like I said, basically just operates like an organization. They handle everything from research to community service to developing new spells, like all that shit. Like they handle everything.
Hey, okay, FM, you ever see that one anime that remind you of Power Rangers? And that one dude infiltrates it. He's like a putty, and he turns into like one of
Oh
the.
yeah, you talking about Go Go Loser?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
factions kind of
Loser
like that.
Ranger.
Like
Yeah.
you join a certain faction, and then like you kind of
Yeah.
grow up in that. Okay, got it.
Yeah,
got it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But man, you've seen the Magia Vendors, so it's like kind of like how their personalities are, and so
Right.
like you've seen like each Magia Vendor has their own like attendant, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But that scene also was dope when they was at the table, and
Oh
and old
yeah.
girl tried to hit the old dude to win, and he
Mm-hmm.
like he dodged it. And they was
Yep.
about to get the fight, and the old girl was like, "This is why I hate being at these damn meetings with these motherfuckers."
Yeah. It's
I
like
was
I
like,
hate this.
I
Like I
was
don't even
like,
know why I showed up. I don't
you,
blame her either.
part of me feels like that's like a flex too, though. It's like if you like to even be in a room with them, you kind of got to be able to survive like shit like that. Because you
Yeah.
remember Elfie damn near froze the whole room when she got upset in that
Mm-hmm.
one episode. She froze the whole room, including the tables and everything.
Yeah.
So I feel like if you're not strong enough to actually survive in that environment, you probably don't even belong. But
Yeah.
I'm curious because I've heard a lot of people say that like the Aaron, the old man, is suspicious. And I'm like, I mean, me knowing what I know, I mean, I know differently, but it's like, what do y'all think he's suspicious?
No, I just
Like I
feel
know more,
like he
so I don't
feels
want to.
more. I don't know if it's like selfish or just more like I
which one is he?
I think the old man with the beard.
Aaron,
Yeah,
the
the
one they call King.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
with the
him.
hood
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, yeah.
He
I don't
gives
know.
me like arrogant, but like I think I always know what's best. Like he
And
gives me that.
hmm And you remember when they was talking about the lady at the academy? They was like, how is it that we've
Oh,
gone
Cauldron.
all this time without knowing that Will was there? And they
She
was
was
like, bro,
hiding. Oh, that's what
yeah,
I need
she
to
was
ask
hiding him.
you. When she said, "Hey, something about altering his memories." What the? I was like, "What the f- is that?" They just glossed over that so smoothly with her and Finn. I'm like, "All right, that's fine." I said, "I like. I'm gonna have to read ahead."
I like the fact that he said
Hey,
when Finn walked in and the old girl was like, "You can't take it, please don't take it." And he's like, "Sorry, he's coming with me." I
Yeah, he's
want to
coming
see
with
what
me.
I can't wait to see what that training arc is like because Finn low key looks like I could like kill any of y'all mages if I wanted to at any time.
okay, that's interesting thoughts. Interesting thoughts.
So it kind of gives they are superior. They are low key kind of
Yeah.
superior to the mages, but don't nobody know who they are because they are like a low key a secret organization. Kind of like I'm trying to think of an anime that gives that like
I mean, Aaron, kind of explained it. He was just like, he wants Finn to be in control of Will, not the the
Cauldron lady.
lady, yeah, not the
Yeah.
lady that's over the school,
yeah
Right.
because
because
they're creating a new magic type of magic. So
well, no, not really.
No. It's already been there.
It's a 500-year promise to basically restore the bloodline of swords.
Yeah.
Like
okay,
that's what they was discussing in the previous episode
But
when
broad,
Finn and
she's
Mercedes was
changing
talking.
his memories. I don't like that. I don't know why I don't like it, but you're not supposed to be fucking with people's minds under
Well,
any circumstance, and
yeah.
that's going to be a problem later.
Well, I mean, yes and no. I feel like part of it's like you know, see, it's like I know so much. It's like I don't want to say too much, but it's like like the whole memory thing is just like it's you gotta fill in. You gotta fill in. When I mean, you're gonna get in more information as we go, but you gotta fill in the gaps in time. It's like they said, like Will. They said what for the last 6 years we didn't know where he was. You know, like we didn't know where Will was, and then they mentioned it's like, and I think Finn mentioned like 2 years, and it's like, well, they were like, but like I said, who was that baby in that 500 year promise shit, from the last episode. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
it's like where does Will factor into all this, and at what point, like why didn't if Finn was supposed to know about the bloodline of swords and he's been around all this time, which is crazy in of itself, being around 500 years, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
You know, he's supposed to know about this bloodline of swords, and Will was ghost off the map. Nobody knew about him. But we know that Werkner and potentially the Cauldron Witch lady, have been knowing about him and letting him be at this school, and they knew who he was or what he was, and
Mm-hmm.
hiding him from Finn,
This whole time.
hiding him from everybody else. And you remember, Aaron said maybe she was hiding him until he was fully matured. So just pay attention, man. Pay attention. I told you,
Yeah.
it's more than meets the eye to, with her, with the lady, with the Cauldron Witch. It's more than meets the eye. You gotta pay attention to her, bro.
That's what I am. I'm trying, man. They just
yeah,
keep
man.
trickling information out.
Yeah. I mean, this is an information dump episode, but it did feel good for him to get his, for him to graduate and get his name called or whatever. That was dope. Like I said, we about to enter the tower arc, and there's about to be a lot of character development. So
That's
I wonder if they're gonna give us a. I wonder if it's gonna be a break and then they're gonna give it to us.
nah, I think we're about to get straight into it.
Yeah, we don't have enough episodes yet.
Yeah, I think we're about to get straight into it, bro. This because this tower arc is gonna be like the introduction of the, like I said, the tower and how the tower works, and how you progress, because like I said, like it's almost the same thing as like what they do in Black Clover. It's like you don't start out being with the faction, like you don't start out being with a team. You get picked. You get picked into what group that you are going to be in, and then if you don't get picked, you have a certain period of time in order to basically have an achievement worthy of someone picking you. So it's like we playing pickup basketball, and you got a group of niggas, and we picking our team. And
like you pick first.
Yeah, you pick first. Yeah. Yep, and everybody get to pick who they want. And if you get picked off the bat, you circumvent all the bullshit. You it's almost like you getting picked as the cream of the crop. And then everybody else that's left over, y'all need to have an achievement worth acknowledgement. And if we, and you would think that saving everybody would be a worth acknowledging, but
no.
I mean, no. It's like from a magical standpoint, this is why old dude was like upset that they graduated him, is because it's like when it comes to his magic shit, he don't got magic. He don't got no, at least he don't know how to use his magic that he got. So it's like,
well, that's why, like, when they got to the end of the episode, and it was like, these are the 49 people. You see one hat on the table. I'm like, oh, well, the show got to continue. So like, it was so like anticlimactic. He was like, all right, I know he's got to go. Like I don't know. They could have just fast forward that piece a little bit.
Yeah, but it's gonna be good though. I'm excited.
No, I am too. The show has been fantastic.
What y'all thought about Damon's, man?
Damon's was fire.
It was a lot of lore. There was a lot of lore information in that too. We found out Asa's the name of Asa's powers, her demons.
Yeah, hers is Seal.
Break and Seal.
Yeah.
Which so I mean that makes sense though. I mean, it's like a pair. Like you got one that breaks stuff open to another.
Yeah, yin and yang. Yeah. Though, yo, man, they ratted homeboy out so damn fast outside.
Oh yeah, she stole his demons. I was like, damn, like
I didn't. Is it? I said it can't be that. She just splashed. She splashed a little bit of holy water on him. Was like, all right, you
It's
mine
her
now. Like
blood.
it was crazy.
That was her blood.
I know, but at
Yeah.
first I thought it was acid. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah,
My
I guess
thing-
that's I guess that's an ability maybe that they have or that she has.
See,
Right.
my question would then be, I
She
seen
said it's on the
when Wright was questioning her or whatever, not
Yeah.
when they was in that the dark phase or whatever, and he was
Yeah.
like, "So we are or something natural enemies or some shit like that."
Yeah. What about
Oh
it?
yeah, the big guy. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I wanted to see what he was gonna say in reference to them, like I said,
I think
being like
she was saying that because her powers are like I guess they're like they I guess her powers, her breaking seal and then right and left probably are supposed to be like antagonistic to each other. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, like a
Yeah.
direct counter bound,
Yeah.
like a direct counter to each other.
Yeah. Yeah, you remember that's
So,
why I kept saying right and left gotta have a different right and left gotta have something other abilities because you know
We
she
haven't
said,
seen their actual ability yet.
she said it when she said she used break on right and he blocked it.
And he neutralized it.
Yeah. So I think that might be it, bro. I think is that like
so my
maybe-
question is, if Asa got that power, I wonder if what's the name got it too.
No, that's her demons.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's her
the-
demons.
Her demons are break and seal.
Break it. Yeah.
I wanna see
the
him.
shockwave that she made
Okay,
was break. And then,
yeah, I seen that. Yeah, I seen that
Yeah.
part. I guess I just didn't physically see him. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have not seen what they look like. Which is
but Chump Chump girl, she redeemed herself.
She's
I
still a
wonder
little
her-
scary.
hey, she's still pissed off about getting her ass beat. she
like shit.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
she's
bro-
still-
And bro, can I say something? I know
Yeah.
it's gonna sound dick riding, whatever, but in reference to main characters, I know I said this about Will,
Yeah.
but I ain't never seen somebody as deadly with a baseline weapon. Like,
capable.
Capable
they're-
MCs.
like my thing is like these MCs that we've been getting lately are able to handle themselves without their quote unquote partners.
Hey,
Very
what he
well.
said, you remember? She like left was like when he got in that white dimension and he was like, all right, he was like, help me, he was like, help me, what do you say? Help me fix my bow, you know?
Yeah.
And she was like, fix your bow. She was like, you're not like worried, and he was like, I have like nothing has been okay since we like the village was attacked. He was like,
Yeah. I'm used to it.
this shit being like this. And she
Yeah.
was just like surprised because like he's like adapted to like the situation so
He's
well.
adapted to knowing to understanding that I'm not like I don't know what none of this is. So
And his
just
fo-
take it as it comes.
And his focus, bro. His focus is so he's so focused. Like when
Yeah.
when she says that, and he's like, well, my father always taught me to make sure I have all of my stuff ready just in case I ever run into a situation in which I might need it, you know. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
he is so focused in these moments and like just knowing what he needs to
No
do.
distractions.
No distractions, no hesitation.
Yeah. And he felt he was like, you know what? I'm gonna get out of here.
Yeah.
So let me make sure I'm ready. Let me fix this bow.
And,
Let me
and,
see what the hell
hey,
going on.
and when he popped out, what the fuck he did?
He was ready to go.
And instantly,
They had to
instantly
stop him.
popped out, had his bow ready. He trained.
Yeah,
up on
they had to
dude.
stop him.
Bro, before he even got caught, bro was shooting everybody. First off, bro shot nigga that dude outside.
Bro.
So
you saw what I'm talking about?
I got ice in my mouth, but
Nah,
dude shot old nigga from outside, and his sister was trying to figure out where he was.
Bro, you saw what I was talking about when I was saying he threaded a needle through the gaps in the arm railing. You remember?
Yeah.
You remember? Yeah, he shot. The dude was outside. He was like hiding under, like he was kind of like down, like low.
He was
crouched.
under the window at first. The
Yeah.
moment he stood up, he shot through the window underneath the shade
Yeah,
through his arm, like so he could render one arm useless
yeah,
immediately.
yeah.
And then what really scared, I ain't gonna stand. What really scared me is when they came out and dude laid on the ground. And he was like an arrow. Where that shit come from? And you see him sitting on top of the roof, red
Mhm.
eyed and everything. I was like, bro,
Yeah,
you
that part
got.
was hard. But
I was
listen,
like,
the one guy that he sensed that
Yeah.
was hiding behind that bush on that tree,
Mhm. Mhm.
we're gonna see him later. He's actually gonna be in the show because
Yeah.
I looked ahead. But
Yeah.
dog, he knew not to move. He was
Mhm.
like, man, shit. He was like, it's over.
Yeah.
It's
I,
over. Let me get the fuck up out of here.
hey, the dude with the glasses also. Hey, he kind of nice, man. He kind of nice, bro.
oh, with
Oh
Yeah,
that,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
with,
His demons are just eating up every damn thing, bro. I was
he,
like, shit.
yeah. But he's
the dude,
prepared too. And
Yeah.
that little one who threw that grenade in homeboy's lap. Oh my god.
does
I
he
was like,
not?
that's wild.
To me, old dude gives Nanami vibes. He
You
gives
know,
me
I,
Nanami.
I, I can see that. I can see that.
He gives me straight up Nanami vibes, and I was like, all
Don't
right,
say
bro.
that,
But
bro.
I
Shit. Don't say
best
that,
part of
man.
the series I like was the bald headed dude
Yeah.
that still has that eyeball.
Yeah.
Remember they was like, well, who do y'all take orders from? And then he hit the crowbar behind his back. Yo,
Hmm.
that part was dope.
I like.
I chuckled at that
I thought it was
because I know he was like,
funny.
fuck.
I thought it was funny when they was interrogating the dudes, and the dude was like, "All right, our boss is the dude with the camel hat and the beard." And the
Yeah,
dude, he whispered, he was like, and he was like, "Next question." Yeah, he already put him away.
Yeah.
yeah, that was it. He hit his crowbar behind his back. He put homeboy down
I,
instantly.
yeah.
I
I
was like,
like.
oh, there. Go ahead.
No, I was saying I like the moment when old dude they got the tortoise in the hair when they was when he put the tortoise on
In
old
his
On
dude.
his
lap,
lap.
Yep, I was like, damn. I was like, like like he actually is like applying his abilities in very like select moments, but like always a good moment. Like he know
Yeah,
he one of them folks. He know exactly what he can and can't do. So it's like
yeah,
he was not. You ain't seen him really step too far out of pocket yet. He been very particular.
yeah.
Even when they used the turtle on the yin and yang, you remember he
Mm-hmm.
said he was like, hey, he's like, hold him down, don't kill him. You know,
Yeah.
like I'm starting to like him. I hope no nothing happened
I
to him,
like them
man.
both, man. Both
Yeah, I
of the
like
guys are
him.
very, very calculated.
Yeah,
The bald headed dude and the one with the tortoise in the hair. I
yeah,
still don't know what the bald headed dude. I still don't know what the eyeball is. I'm
yeah,
very, very curious.
yeah. Jaw girl, hey man, Jaw girl is scary, bro. Some make me feel like she like killing. She likes
Who you talking about? Gabby?
murder.
Is that the one with the
Yeah,
mouth, the
yeah,
teeth?
the Jaw girl. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Gabby is dope. I like her.
Some tell me she likes murdering folks. Like she's like a killer.
I think we're gonna get a
lot of,
backstory before the season's over
she get a
about
lot of
her.
satisfaction out of killing. When she put them jaws on old dude, I was like, it's over with.
Oh, on his head,
Yeah,
yeah.
you remember she was like, how she hold her hand, and she had her
Oh
hands,
yeah, she
she
did
had
a
her
little
fingers
like
like
this.
this.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, this bitch gonna kill her. She this close to killing. She is ready. She is
But
ready to. She's ready to
she
chop
don't like
down on
that
him.
she don't like that
Yeah,
disrespect to the Damons at
yeah.
all. So you could
I
tell it feel like her
yeah.
Damon probably saved her life, like when it comes to
Yeah.
just like socially.
I can understand that too, bro. And that's another thing is like another I feel like a lore thing is like about how the daemons contract. And so it's like if the user dies and they linger, but like also
Yeah.
like the contracts can be voided. I mean, clearly, I guess Asa voided the contract and made a new contract. But
Mm-hmm.
also it's like she asked them what their names were, and the guy was like, they're like name them. Like I don't name these motherfuckers. Like and it's like
They're tools.
it makes me realize in this world, that they have, it's like that I guess it's like some people actually have relationships with their daemons and
Mm-hmm.
other people are just using them as tools, like you just said. So it's like I can see it's almost like what you think of like when you think of like any type of anime where like there are summons, right? Like you summon something. and it's
Yeah.
like that's your familiar, or you know what I'm saying? It's like, why would you treat your familiar bad? You know?
It's a bunch of shows like Pokemon,
Yeah,
Digimon. Like it's a
yeah,
bunch of shows where you be like,
yeah.
hey, you get more. What did it
We
say? You get more flies with honey than vinegar. That's kind of how
yeah. You remember
you get
we
more. You get
saw
more
what
out of your
happened.
Damon.
We saw what happened with Agumon when what's his name Ty when Ty crashed out. You remember Agumon
Yeah,
transformed into what is it, Skull Greymon?
Skull Greymon.
Yeah.
Then we got Angie Bun too.
Well, no, not Andromon. We saying like in Digimon, like when Ty kind of like went dark. He got kind of like dark. I guess I don't know
Yeah,
the
I
right
remember
word to
that
say,
fate.
but yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
remember.
remember
But
Scope.
you
Yeah,
remember his real ultimate transformation was Metal Greymon, but he turned into Skull Greymon, which taught us that
For a brief.
yeah, but that taught us about branching digivolutions and the
Hmm.
fact that you could
go
you
off
Depending
the
on who
yeah
you
velocity.
are.
yeah
Yeah.
a corrupt person could potentially digivolve their Digimon into something worse than what they normally would
Hmm.
be. So that's a good example though. I mean, because we saw that also. You remember the Digimon movie, and you remember they was fighting Cherubimon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You remember that shit? That Digimon movie was fire. Back by the way, I mean just a side note. That Digimon movie was fire. You remember
It
the
was.
soundtrack?
I don't.
Uh oh man, they had the soundtrack. What was the name of that song they had, bro? Um,
Man, the hair
it was
on Damon.
it was an American band, rock band. It was damn, what the fuck is that motherfucker's called? Um, wait a second. I gotta look this shit up.
Man, the hair on the Damons is called Bun Bun. That's
Bun
dope.
Bun. That's a wild ass
I'm looking
name.
up I'm looking for some of these some of the characters' name. I don't see the tortoise on here, but they probably just call it tortoise.
Yeah. But anyways, all right. So what else? Reincarnate was a slime was good this week, but it's ramping up. But it was good this week.
Yeah, it was solid. It was solid.
Um
I feel like it wasn't nothing like I don't know, it didn't feel memorable when it
Smash
come to let me see.
Smash Mouth. That's who it was, bro. My bad. Smash Mouth. Smash Mouth.
Okay.
All Star is the name of the song that they had. In the first Digimon movie. Anyways, yeah. But you remember they was fighting Cherubimon, and Cherubimon was corrupted. But you remember they purified him at the end, he turned it back into a digi egg.
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, I was gonna say yeah, nah. Reincarnated Slime was good though. It was good. They ramping up. I like that this nigga Rimuru about to turn up because they putting so much disrespect on his name. I don't like that shit. I don't like that
Of
shit.
course. Listen, man, you know how it be.
I don't like that shit at all, bro. Like, don't be disrespecting my nigga. Like for real, for real.
see,
I know that is your guy.
I'm I'm still on season 3.
he-
I'm like right after. It's just a whole bunch of talking right now, man. I'm on that second half where you told me like it pops off.
yeah,
It pops off in
Shortly
the
after
beginning.
So
It pop,
you probably around like 13, episode like 13, 14.
it's gonna be a lot of
no,
talking, bro. It's gonna be a lot of talking, man. So, I mean,
no.
you're
I'm
gonna get
like
used to it.
no. I'm like right after they're trying to plan for this festival, and they just asked old dude to be the uh be the chef, even though Valdora gonna be there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But I'm waiting
it's
for
it's,
them.
it's
The only thing that I'm looking forward to is I want Valdora to pop off. That's what I'm waiting for.
you know, wait a while, bro. Waiting a while, man.
Yeah.
Veldora don't pop off till after what we even getting right now.
And
Yeah, but I mean, really, truly, I mean, you don't want to see like you got to think about it, bro. In this universe, Veldora is like the peak of peak. If we see him fight somebody that challenges him, who else is there? Like who like what else is there out there? You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But
Right.
but I will say this though. I mean, it's like we still have the Demon Lord Council. A lot of the Demon Lords have not shown their capabilities.
So then you better have a
So
good
I mean, there's
episode.
that. I'll throw that teaser out there for y'all. You know, a lot of demon lords have not shown their
Right.
capability, and we also know that there's other devils
Don't
out
be
there
doing
other than
anything to get in
Diablo.
trouble. I mean
You know,
it.
Diablo is just one of
Yeah.
multiple devils. So it's like it's still a lot of powerful beings and entities out there. But yeah, we ain't gonna see Veldora pop off anytime soon though.
Oh well,
Brother
damn.
with the last name O'Neal.
But um,
Other
yeah,
than
like I
that,
said, not a lot happened in Reincarnated as the Slime. It was really just like a
not
talking
yet.
episode. You know, but like I said, they disrespected him, and he about to turn up because you know motherfuckers trying to act like they try to act like they got some shit over him over on him. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all ain't got nothing over on him, no blackmail or nothing. Like y'all ain't got nothing to really say. Hey, you gotta listen to us
Love you.
because
Hey, we close
we
the
know
we
what
close
you
the
did. You know.
we close the
It's like on
Yeah.
some like we know what you did last summer type of shit. You know, it's like they don't got no dirt. They don't got no
night.
dirt. And Rimuru is very clean and calculated in everything that he does. And so like he know. You remember he even said it. He was like, I'm not gonna like let y'all like use me, you know, like for y'all's purposes, you know. Because they thinking that they can use him, like that they can leverage like him being an ally to them to get their goals like accomplished. Like,
Right.
no, that's not how this is gonna work. And then he gave old dude the paper, and he had all the shit written down on it. He was like, is it right here? You know. And the guy came back with him with a list of demands. I'm like, man, these niggas.
Yeah.
And then he
Listen,
kicked,
man.
and then he kicked the table. I was like, nah. I was like, this y'all ain't gonna demand shit from Rimuru.
Nah.
Y'all ain't
But he's
demanding
been
shit.
solid. Yeah, he's solid. Don't know I got nothing on him.
Yeah.
But it's about to get started. But other than that, I would say Witch Hat, but nothing really happened in Witch Hat.
It's a lore episode. You know, it's like
Yeah.
so now we know. You know, kind of like what you call it. He said that about the what do you call it, the knights of, I forgot what he called them, but he called them the
The
knights or
one that
something.
erase your memories and like your emotions towards, that's some
Yeah,
crazy magic, ain't it?
yeah, I guess he Regio is like their advisor. He's like, he seems like that's what he
Right.
is. He's like their advisor. He just makes sure that everything is on the up and up, you know.
Yeah.
But clearly Kiefer, Kiefer, this is his first time you know, around the block. You know,
Nope.
dealing with shit like this. That's why I say Kiefer, like I want to know his backstory, because clearly he got some backstory, some history with being a little rebellious.
Yeah. Because this
Um,
seemed like his everyone seems to understand this is kind of how he
yeah,
get down.
yeah, yeah.
So, but shoot, man. Other than that, we got, if you
Hey,
want to do Daredevil or the
hey,
boys,
hey, and then Kiefer, when old dude was gonna take Coco, he was like, "Hey, look," he's like, "If you gonna take Coco," he was like, "It's over my dead
you gotta
body."
take me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like, "You
He's
gotta
you
take
gotta
me and erase my memory."
Yep.
So you know,
He's
Kiefer
willing.
definitely
Even
standing
if
10 toes down.
He's
even if
willing.
you're stronger than Keyfree, he seemed like
Yeah,
he's enough of a problem where you be like, man,
Mm-hmm.
I don't even want to do this with you, dog.
yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, mutually shared destruction is not a it's a
Not the way
very
to
it's
go.
yeah, nobody, like if you like, if I know that like our fight is going to end in a draw, or potentially I could lose a lot, I I might be a lot less likely to even engage. You know,
Yeah.
like I ain't about to fight you knowing that I'm gonna lose an arm and a leg, you know, in the process. You know,
Yep.
so that's how I see it, is that, you know, like yeah, if Kiefer is deadly enough, I mean, you know, yeah, you might win, but if I take your
At what
eye
cost?
or an arm or some shit, like it might be a significant loss for you.
Oh, one other thing. We didn't talk about what is her name? Your no, Asa. How she ended. She said, I died once. That's just how the episode ended for those who watched it. We're gonna get a little bit of backstory on that. But
So
we can keep going.
I don't know what that means. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh,
I
we
don't know
about
what
to
that
find
means.
out.
Yeah, I don't know what that means in context of the story. You know, I'm also curious about their parents, because they still keep talking about their parents and
Yes.
getting information on their parents, and I'm just like, I just truly feel like their parents did not disappear. Their parents, I feel like
I
I
think
feel like this shit might have been intentional. and their parents might be evil or something. That's what I'm just thinking. Their parents are not on the up and up.
It is so many stories where you could be like, either their parents are still currently sealed. Of course, the easy way out is they're dead, or like you said, they could be maybe working for the wrong side. It's so many different scenarios. Them being sealed would probably infuriate both of them to an extent where that's gonna make the story even more interesting when it's time to come to fisticuffs. So
yeah.
But yeah, other than that, man.
But yeah, I mean,
it's been a quiet day.
Quiet week. No, the boys was pretty good too.
Boys and Daredevil was crazy.
Hey, the boy, like, see, when we talked about this, like, do you think that he really took the immortalities, the V1? Do you think that he's about to be immortal? I think some shit got switched around, and I think that was not ordinary V1. I think that might have been
all
some
I know
shit
is the show. They want us to feel the helplessness of his immortality.
But if he's immortal,
that is not that cut and dry.
But if he's immortal, it's like, what can you do? I mean, it's like me and you, David. We know, we didn't watch enough shit to know that immortality does not mean that I can't beat you. Because I can seal you up. I can seal you up in a tomb that you can never get out of. You know what I'm saying? And like I can send you out into space. And I don't know if Homelander can fly in space.
Right.
So it's like, it's ways to get rid of a mortal person. You just gotta get creative. So, with that being said, it's like, I mean, I don't know.
I don't know enough. Like, I'm curious.
I don't feel like the boys, like, characters are creative enough to kill an immortal Homelander. So that's why I don't think this V1 was actually V1. I think that it was something that they're gonna use to weaken him.
They've thought this through, so we're gonna see.
I think they're gonna weaken him, and then it's gonna be a team up fight at the end of to take him down. But I think that people are gonna die in the process. I also think Soldier Boy might die as well, but it's like I don't think he's gonna die being a villain. I think that he's gonna die being a hero. I told you that. It's like I think he was working with what's the name them to get rid of Homelander.
It'll be a great twist.
He's the only one. He's the only one capable of fooling Homelander, and also he's the only one that is not a threat. Like he's not threatened or like a threat to Homelander. Like Homelander ain't never said like, let me kill Soldier Boy. Like we never seen him think that. So it's like I think that Soldier Boy is in a unique position where he could influence the story by basically being the golden goose, like he the only one that can do what he can do, and he gotta play his part, and we gotta we might actually get conclusion to his character before
Soldier Boy does have the technique that can drain it out of your system. He's the only one. So either Soldier Boy is going to help him at the end, or Homelander is going to recognize that and he's going to kill Soldier Boy just to make us feel more hopeless.
But how do you kill Soldier Boy if he's immortal? Like, I mean, I guess like he's like, can you still like kill him by normal means, like decapitation, or
it's going to have to be somebody on his level that's going to be able to kill it? Because remember him, Soldier Boy, and what's the name both had V1 in their system.
Yeah, I thought like Bombsight and Soldier Boy and them had like such high durability that they couldn't be like, like it would be very difficult to like do that to them.
But I think you can only be killed by each other. Because remember, he told Bombsight, hey, even though we both got, we're as durable as we are, I can still snap your neck.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, that might be
it probably, but I think Homelander is going to realize, hey, he took, because Bombsight had the V1 in the system. Yeah. Soldier Boy took it away from him.
Yeah.
So there's only one person alive that can reverse this.
Yeah.
That we know of. That's just us hypotenusing.
Hey,
saying?
Hey, what if the V1 that Bombsight had been holding on had been like since they had been around for so long, so old, it wasn't like it was what do you call that shit? It was
started to
it didn't have the same
expire.
effect. Yeah, it didn't have the effect. I mean, clearly something
Yo,
happened because he was blowing them
wouldn't it
beams
be
out of his eyes.
wouldn't it be
Which
crazy if you can't mix the two? And
yeah,
basically he took like a lethal dose or something. So
that
now
that
if he start going downhill, and
that
then
that would
you
be
already
interesting
know
too.
he gonna start wilding out
Well,
after that.
well, that's what another one of my thoughts was, David. Because we've seen animes where characters thought that they were getting some type of power up, and in reality, it's like you were overloading your system.
It was
It's like
temporary.
Bane. With the with
Too
the
much venom.
yeah, with the venom. It's like too much
Yeah.
venom will fuck them up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Yep.
I feel like Homelander, like I said, with them beams coming out of his eyes, I feel like he was discharging excess energy. You
That's what
know,
it felt like. Yeah, it
yeah,
was too, it might take him too high, and
yeah,
then the come down might be I don't know. I'm
yeah,
curious because this is
yeah,
all new. Like
yeah.
there's nothing that we could like
Hmm.
we can even theorize at this point
Yeah,
because yeah.
yeah,
But then
man. We talked about
it
Daredevil
was
too.
good.
Daredevil was really
But
good.
Daredevil was good, man. It was talk no jutsu at the end, which
Yeah,
it didn't bother me.
yeah.
It didn't
It
bother
was
me.
it was
Of
good.
course, the hallway scenes in Daredevil are always by far some
Yeah.
of the best. I put them up there with some of the Darth Vader,
Hmm.
like in Rogue One at the
Hmm.
end. It's yeah,
Yep.
dope hallway scenes.
Yep. I agree, man.
Great ending to a show. Still kind of fuck BB. I know people probably like her. I just can't get with her, man.
BB
She
so
really
BB got a lot of blood on her hands.
a lot,
it,
yo.
she was using motherfuckers as informants and exposing the fact that like they was the ones that informed her the information. It's like if you David, if you told me a secret that only you know, and the people know that I'm your friend, and I know that secret, they gonna automatically assume that you told me, and
Yes,
they gonna go and kill you,
it's a
and they
possibility.
gonna go and kill you, and they gonna be like, well,
Um,
we know that Marlon, you told Marlon, and you know what I'm saying, we
yeah.
know you told Marlon, so we're gonna kill you, and we're gonna kill Marlon. It's like motherfuckers knew that I like she's got information from people that only she would have,
It's
and
a
then
small
went and exposed
possibility
it.
the people on the boat
Yeah,
because she put that in her report
yeah,
because she stole it off of old boy's laptop. It's a
yeah,
possibility she got all them killed. Even though I think they might have did away with them in the first place,
yeah.
but maybe they could have escaped. Maybe they could have been saved,
When she was
but they
publishing
blew it up.
when she was doing them videos, acting like Fisk
Hmm.
with the Fisk mask on, I was like,
Yeah,
it's like you dumbass motherfucking girl. Like you playing with fire. You like, do you understand? Like you pissing this nigga off more. Like Fisk is not somebody like if you I feel like if you gonna take Fisk out, you gotta take Fisk out all in one go. You cannot piss this nigga off week by week.
yeah.
Like that's the wrong way to go, bro. That's wrong. You do not want to keep pissing this nigga off every week to week to week to week.
And that's
Like
exactly what she was doing, man.
she like
She got a lot of blood on her
she
hands.
was fuel she was fueling the fire, bro. The incense. She was doing it all wrong, bro. I know she probably thought she was doing it right, but that shit was all wrong,
Man,
baby.
she even told the people at the end, her last news report,
Yeah,
like to rise up. I said, you about to start a riot?
she about to
I
start a
was
damn
like,
revolt.
yo, yes, I'm saying. So the city is kind of divided. Some people love Trump. I mean, not Trump, Lord have mercy. Some people love Kingpin, my bad.
Shit, hey, bro,
I
you
know.
know I saw somebody say, bro, it's so crazy. So somebody said that the guy, the boys producer, was upset because he was like Trump is ruining his Homelander story. And I was and somebody in the comments of the post was like, yeah, I was like, I imagine this must be really fucked up when you spend all this time trying to create a dystopian future. And then that shit now it seems like it's like
Yeah, like
normal
you stole
everyday
it.
shit. Is this
Yeah,
normal
like
everyday shit now? And you
he
tried to
make it look
craft
like
the
you stole his idea.
yeah,
But yeah,
that
but
is
Kingpin,
wild.
like she 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 kind of
Yeah.
incited panic and fear in the city. She got the dude who liked her killed.
She's single handedly
Uh
responsible for Buck and them finding out that she was the leak, and that old dude
yes.
was the one that was unintentionally feeding her the information.
Yes.
Dumbass girl, bro. And then
I mean,
when
dog.
when old dude tried to tell her, she was just like
she stole the stuff off his laptop.
It's a million other ways that she could have handled that situation. Like, one, we know she was working with Karen, so it's like Karen, of course, was in jail at that moment. But it's like, I'm sure she could have had some type of way to contact Daredevil and let him know, hey, like, we got a problem. You know, like, they know that I was informing, like, you know, my guy, you know, is gonna get killed. You know, and
Could you
so
help
it's like,
me?
yeah, it's like so many other ways they could have handled that shit, but it's like she just kind of like she put the ball in his court. She put the ball in his court. She was like, don't she was like, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. And he's like, shit, motherfucker, dude, bitch, you knew. She's like, go. She's like, he said go. He said go, and he was like, don't tell me where you're going. Like,
don't even tell me where you're going.
And she just left, and I was just like, damn, like you do realize he's gonna go and get killed, right? Like
he thought he was gonna talk Buck down.
Nah, I don't think he thought he was gonna talk Buck down. I think he went in there prepared because he was very.
He was prepared, but he kind of wasn't. I at least would have took a bat.
Some folks said that it seemed like Buck really had a hard time with it, and I was like, yeah, I guess maybe. I don't know.
Well, Buck liked him, but Buck chooses job over emotion.
Yeah.
Which I understand that.
Yeah,
but I think Buck actually liked him. He wanted him to do the right thing. He told him, you're eventually gonna have to get your hands dirty. But damn, Buck. And then I don't even know what happened with Buck at the end of that. He got shot and was just kind of bleeding out.
He probably survived.
Of course.
He probably survived.
Because I feel like he's gonna play a part at the end with old girl being gonna be the new muse.
Maybe.
And I think she's probably gonna she's gonna have a few victims, but I think she's gonna go after Karen. Karen Page.
Woo. Karen gonna have to put a bullet in her head.
Hey, those two gotta have it out after that little squabble.
Hey, and that's gonna be where Daredevil and Karen break up again, because we already know how that shit go. They on and off again, bro. That's gonna be where she put a bullet in old girl head, and Daredevil finds out, and he's like, yeah, we can't be together. Like, you're a murderer, you know. Because that's right up his alley.
But shoot, man, if you're Karen, me and her need to shoot the fair one. Like last time I had cuffs on. You know what I'm saying? You smacking me in the face. Yo, I need a fair one real quick.
Yeah, so, you gotta run the ones.
Yep, got to. But
Karen,
I think that's about.
Karen can fight too. She was doing some kickboxing training.
Oh man, why did they put her little fight scene in where she came up and hit the dude, him in the stomach?
She hit that nigga like 5 times before he went down.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, man.
It's such a good illustration of how like a fight between a woman and a man is. Like, you're gonna have to hit me at least like 3, 4, 5 times before I go down. Like,
it take a lot. It's gonna take a lot.
Yeah, you ain't. That's why you better get your baseball bat or your crowbar or whatever you got, because you ain't knocking me out with no punches.
No.
Shit, you know.
Use that elbow, use that forearm. Yeah.
Yeah, we already know like Black Widow, how Black Widow get down. Black Widow would have ran up and locked that nigga in some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah.
No,
man, it ain't too much. It ain't too much else to talk about though. For real.
Well, other than that, Punisher, Wednesday.
Oh, it comes out Wednesday. Okay.
Yes, it does. So.
Man, don't give your non-spoiler Mortal Kombat review. For everybody, man.
Have you seen the first one though?
Yeah, I've seen the first one.
Okay. You will if the first one was this cool because it wasn't bad, but it didn't do it for me. This one was way better, and certain characters that are not part of the original group kind of stole the show. But hands down, the best fight was Kung Lao versus Liu Kang. Some of the best choreography I've seen since like fight. I can't. It's no spoilers. Damn. Well, you know what happened with Kung Lao in the first one. He got killed by Shang Tsung.
Yeah.
Remember, he stole his soul.
Yeah.
Kung Lao comes back because Quan Chi can resurrect the dead.
Yeah.
and they had to shoot a fair one, but that was
Damn.
because of their brotherhood and how they grew up together, they trained
Yeah.
together, the emotions behind the fight, but the choreography
Uh,
might have been some of the best choreography I've seen
was
since those movies. The Raid, how the Raid had great choreography. This
was
shit was amazing.
was the lore more in line with the games, or is it still like an original
Yes.
story? Okay.
Still an original story,
Hmm.
but they're gearing more towards the lore when it comes to certain characters. Of course, Johnny Cage and
Yeah.
Raiden, Quan Chi, the Nether Realm, what Scorpion's doing down there.
did they introduce Noob Saibot? I was a huge Noob Saibot fan.
Yes, Bihan is in it, the original Sub Zero. No, you do not see his brother in there yet.
Ooh.
I'm not sure what's going on with that, but yes, Bihan is in it. That fight was very, very interesting. Kano was still dope. Um, I did not hate the character Cole, that creator player that they put in there in the first one. The
Mm.
second one, I did not hate him. It felt way more natural this time.
Okay.
But all the fights were really, really good. They really leaned into the history of Adina and what happened with that when Shao Kahn came and took over. Like that's the first like 20 minutes of the movie. That was actually really, really good. And you find out what's going on with Katana, her mom, Sindel. They don't get into a lot of lore when it comes to what Sindel's doing, but you do see a lot of stuff with Quan Chi and how people are able to come back. So that's gonna play a factor. And there will be a third one. Like it's
Okay.
going into Mortal Kombat 3.
The Mortal Kombat 3 gonna be like end game. It's gonna be like like it's gonna be like Mortal Kombat
Um
3, like the
But they do
ultimates.
hit the ground running. Yeah, they do hit the ground running though.
You know how trilogies is like the third one got to be like, oh, like this all all turning up at this point, it's all over,
Yeah, yeah.
in end game scenario.
I feel like they're going to get more into the Nether realm
Yeah.
in this next one.
Okay.
So yeah, because Quan Chi's still
That's cool.
around. So yeah, it was really cool, man. I really liked it.
Considering whether or not I
Like,
want to go to the movies and see that, or go to the movies and
yeah,
see
my wife actually
Gundam.
came and she didn't hate it. She was like, "Hey, that was cool." I was like,
I would end up
"All
going
right,
on my
cool."
own unless my son come
Well,
with me.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm thinking about either that or Gundam. I don't know which one I want to go see. I only spending my
Gundam
money
is
on
out.
one.
And what about
Gundam come out next week.
Slime next week? What
Yeah,
about
15th.
Reincarnated? When that come out?
It's already out. I just don't. I don't know. I don't know if I'm
Oh
gonna go to
shit.
theaters to see it.
Damn, I don't got the time right
I'm
now,
gonna wait.
man.
I'm gonna wait. It's a lot of shit, man. But I don't go to the movies no more. So I'll wait.
Only when it's a
I'll wait.
blockbuster. It got to be something like I'm going to see Street Fighter. Street Fighter raised me like Mortal Kombat. It was always around when I grew up. So certain ones like
Yeah,
that, I got to go see.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, all right then. Well, shit, I ain't got really too much else, man. Broad, you got
No, me
anything you
neither.
want to talk about, discuss?
No, man, I think we got. I think we hit it all because, well, besides, make sure y'all be ready for Avatar, the live action on June 20. Was it June 25th?
Oh,
It's a long time, bro.
okay.
It's a month from
No,
now.
it's not.
Oh, it ain't. It's right
Man,
around
these
the
months is
corner.
going. Man,
Don't say that, bro. I'm laid
as
off,
a
bro. I stopped getting paid on June 20th, so uh, don't rush it too fast.
yeah. Man, as a these months are moving by so fast,
Yeah,
yo.
yeah. All right, man. Well, shit. Let's go and wrap it up then, man.
Wrap it
So,
up.
so without further ado, this has been episode 24 of the Anime Unk podcast. As I said at the beginning of the video, please like and subscribe to the channel, uh, and hit that notification bell, so we pop up on your algorithm. Um, I don't think
Go
there's
look.
really any other announcements. Really, I mean, what you gonna say, Broad?
Go love your mamas today, man. Go love your
Yeah,
mamas.
I mean,
Absolutely,
it's like
man.
it's like
Call your
7:15
people.
now, so it's kind of late to be going.
Well, for
Trying.
y'all that forgot,
It's never too late. It's never too
Hey,
late.
go love your
yeah,
You
mamas.
know what I'm
man.
saying? When
Yeah,
you
happy
realize your
Mother's Day.
mom is like 50 or 60 and they might only have 13 good summers left, man, call your mom.
Damn, this thing said
Call
13
your
good
mom.
summers at 50 and
I'm
60.
just saying, yo, like
Damn.
It's you never know.
Come on, Navi. Come on, girl.
We out.
All right. Catch y'all later, man.
Peace and love.
Peace.